So as you may know from the title and what I said before the intro, we are doing a review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab E. So let's go over this and some of the features. First of all, the branding, obviously it's made by Samsung. They make a bunch of stuff from tablets, the phones, the TVs, the cameras, the lenses, the batteries, whatever. They make a lot of technology based stuff. They even make dishwashers. But we're going to be going over what I like about this and what this makes this special. So let's go over some of the I/O this thing has. There's not much, but there is some. So we have the little mini USB port down there. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see mini B. It does come with a basic power cable. It does have a headphone jack because this tablet was made before the headphone jack really kind of went out of style, or at least for some Samsung devices. Samsung did make a phone with no headphone jack, I do believe. This isn't really I/O. But on this side there's a slot for the SIM card, so you can take and remove that. And right next to it, Okay, I'm sorry, I sneezed. I hope we were able. We might cut. I think we're going to be able to cut that out. I hope so. And if we don't cut it out or cut the whole thing out, we will for sure do some kind of warning. But next to it, which is actually a really nice feature, especially on a tablet like this, is a mini SD card slot. Or not big, micro SD card slot. So what this will actually allow you to do, will allow you to put your own SD cards into this, which you can use for more space, which I also did use a little bit. But the main reason why I did put a micro SD card in here myself when I was using it is for the camera, so you can have more space. Because this does come, the model that we have does come with an onboard 16 gigabytes hard drive built in, which you can use, which is very usable. Man, I keep stuttering. I cannot English. But the feature that I liked about this and that I used the most is the camera. This has a 720p 75 fps camera, which is a really nice touch, because even though the video will not be the sharpest in 720p, it is definitely not bad. It has a generally small and lens, but compared to a phone lens, but like the Samsung Galaxy J4 that we're shooting on right now, is definitely a lot bigger and wider. It's not as sharp, but yeah. It has a built-in speaker, which in my opinion actually sounds pretty good. And for the buttons, we have obviously the on/shut down button. The audio is in the one big button kind of. You just press like the up and down sides to change your audio on either the built-in speaker or if you have headphones plugged in. We have the home button. Oh yeah, it was on 0 charge and I just finished charging. And then we have what I like to call digital buttons, where what this is at the bottom, we have like the page back button right here. We could get some zooms on that. It's kind of hard to see, it's just like a little gray thing that lights up in the dark. And then there's like, maybe this is kind of like a Windows key. And what it does is it shows all the tabs on and everything that you have open in Chrome or just on your Samsung Galaxy Tab E at the time. So that's something nice. It does get a little bit annoying if you're playing games on it though, especially if you have fat hands, like maybe some piece of your skin, like could just touch it like this by accident, and then you'd have to go back into the game while you're getting attacked by the Ender Dragon. Never happened. So yeah, the model that we have has a 9.6-inch screen, which is really nice. It's like, in my opinion, one of the best sizes because it's big, but it's not like big to the point where it's like, oh my god, this is like a mini monitor. It's a big tablet, but it's like good big, not like too big to where it's bad and like too big for a tablet. Speaking of size, this thing for tablets, as far as like, I think this was created like 2-3 years ago, that's pretty thin, especially considering the time that this was made. So this, generally all of this sounds pretty good, right? But good things must come as a cost. You know how the saying goes, some things are just too good to be true. So, how much does this cost? Well, I did the research, and on Amazon.com, with Prime shipping, it costs $230 as of today in 2020. You can check what month it is. I know it's June, but whatever. And I'm not exactly sure of the original price of this thing when it did drop. Obviously, the price probably went down a little bit. But is that too much? I don't know, to be fair. You're getting a 720p 75 FPS camera, which is good, but in my opinion, it's not $230 good. Maybe like, I don't know, like 180, 175 good. Like, for example, my phone that I am filming this right on now, I mentioned the name, the Samsung Galaxy J2. That has a 1080p camera, and it's like, I think $160. This thing costs more than that, and this has a better camera, and it's like, this is $70. That's $70 cheaper. $70 cheaper than this. I mean, to be fair though, for me, I use this mostly for video, but not everybody's going to be using it for that. Some people are going to be using it for their job, for work, school work, playing games, benchmarking, taking photos, which again, that does have to do with the camera, but that's besides the point. Maybe even just to watch YouTube videos and browsing Instagram or for on trips. But I don't know. Because if the price has dropped at all since this thing's released, and it being released 2 or 3 years ago, I think it definitely should have, especially for a tablet. $230 back then would have been okay. The technology has changed so much since 2 or 3 years ago. Now we have phones like the iPhone 11, the 11 Pro, and another series of phones that I forgot the name of. That if I can find the links, I'll link it in the description. Very unprofessional, Robert. Nice. And I can see how this would be a massive selling point for this in 2 or 3 years ago. $230 for this 2 or 3 years ago would be pretty good. Pretty good, like 2 or 3 years ago. What phones were around back then? I don't know. Like 2 years, yeah, and 8, okay. Actually, I might just take back what I said. In 18 we got the iPhone X and the iPhone 8. And in 17 we had and in 17 we had the 7 and the 7 Plus. Yeah, it would have been okay. It would have been okay. Not the best, not the worst. But for now, I do not think that's a good price. If the price lowers to like I said, 180, 190, maybe even 200 won't be that unreasonable. You should get this, but not at $230. I got this at free for a gift, which was really nice. But at this date and time, I'm not sure if you should buy this. At this point, it's up to you. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below awesome ideas. Hit the bell so you never miss a brand new video. Subscribe to Yokai on YouTube.com, and see you guys next time. Bye.